Okay, good afternoon to all IEM and UEM family members. You can wrongly see Professor Nikesh maybe on the webcam alongside me. There are some technical errors. I was a little late in joining today. As a result, there were some technical errors. But today's presentation will be given by Professor Dr. Preeti Sharma, who is the professor and head of School of Business Management, University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur. But prior to that, I just want to hear from you, am I visible and audible? Because there seems to be some technical error and I can see somehow Professor Nikesh on screen. So I just want to know from you whether I am visible and audible. Okay, so I got a lot of yes sir, which means that I am pretty visible and audible. And Professor Dr. Preeti Sharma is very much alongside me, but her webcam is not visible for certain technical reasons. I don't know why. It was well tested, but it's not working. Anyway, so the topic is very interesting. Dear stress, let's break up. Oh, that's really good. Dear stress, let's break up, which means that stress management, we somehow will have to find a way that we get rid of this stress. We sometimes get stressed from overwork. We sometimes get stressed from maybe work pressure. But this time, because of staying at home and all these bad news around us, we are more stressed. So I'm sure that Dr. Preeti Sharma will be focusing on those parts also. So I will hand it over to you, Dr. Preeti Madam. So please take over from here. Should I start the video?
A very good afternoon. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss regarding stress management and how we can cope up with the stress management by adopting very simple and very interesting techniques. So to start with, what is stress? Stress is nothing but a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It comes from any event or thought that make you very frustrated, angry or nervous. If we talk of the event which can create stress in our daily life, it can be the upcoming exams for the student or even a NAC visit for a university. And a thought which can make you very stressful is what next? What is going to happen tomorrow regarding the COVID scenario? Regarding the cyclone which is appearing day by day close to our cities. So these thoughts and these events can make us stressful. Stress is your body's reaction to challenge or demand. When any challenge is being given to you, when any demand is being expected out of you, it creates stress in the mind of people. In short, stress can also be very positive, such as it can help you to avoid danger, or it can also help you in meeting a deadline. Say, for example, if you are stressful, yes, you are going to do your work very quickly and very efficiently at times. Coming on to the sources of stress, we know that the sources of stress lies within the organization also and outside the organization also. First, we are going to discuss the sources which are within the organization, such as role ambiguity. Role ambiguity is nothing but a lack of understanding about job responsibility. When an employee is not aware what is being expected out of him, he faces a certain kind of stress. Second is the rotating work shifts. These days, in this COVID time, we see that the frontline warriors are working day and night without break and without even taking a leave from their work. So this is again creating a great stress on them. Third is career concern. This we can observe when we see our students, they join any industry, but say after a month or so, few months, they start thinking of switching over that company. They sometimes they want to join a new industry which is offering a good package. So that also create a stress in the mind of the employee, and as a result, he or she is not able to give 100% and perform better. Coming on to the next source of stress is the poor working condition. This is somehow related with the long working hours, heavy workload, job insecurities, and conflict with the teammates, sometimes with the bosses, which results in the work performance the work performance drops down abruptly. Howsoever good the employee may be, but yes, he is not able to give 100%. People feel depressed, they feel anxious, and there is a sleeping disorder which is faced by the employee. Next is the workload. Under workload or overload of work can again create pressure in the mind of people, pressure in the mind of employees, resulting into a stressful condition. Next, and a very important point which we see in many of the MNCs is lack of participation in decision making. This mode of participation is related to seniors' decision making and then informing the subordinates regarding the decisions. At many times, the subordinates are not even informed regarding the decisions. They are not being taking advised, and their advices are not being given proper weightage. So at that time, when these subordinates are ignored, when these subordinates decisions are not being considered by the management, then also an employee can face a very stressful condition. Next is the conflict, that is conflict between the employees, the teammate, and the bosses. So again, when you are very stressful, you are not able to perform well. So these were some of the sources which we can see within the organization. Coming on to the next part is outside the organization, that is balancing work and family life, which we all are facing these days. There should be an equilibrium between the priorities of one's career and the demand of one's personal life. All these things should be balanced well, then only you can be stress free. Health concern. These days, we all are facing health concern, that is some or the other family members or known is being affected by this corona. So that also creates a stressful condition and stressful position in our minds. Now, when we talk of this health concern, health is not just about what you are eating or what you are behaving. You are getting early up in the morning. So it is not only that. It is also about what you are thinking and what you are saying and communicating with your subordinates and with your officials. This also comes under the health concern. Coming on to the next top point is the financial issues. Financial issues these days are taking a toll of our life. Many of the organizations are into cost cutting, resulting into very stressful conditions in the employee's mind. They are not able to decide what they are going to do in future. Next is the communication difficulties. We all know that people who are very much stressed become very angry easily and very frustrated. This can have a negative effect on your communication skills. A person who is sensitive state of emotion can have trouble choosing the right words. They need to select the words very carefully and expressing them in the appropriate way. But if it is not done so, then yes, you can have a very stressful condition, because when you are angry, you are not aware what you are speaking and with whom you are speaking. So after a few days, you realize that yes, you have communicated something wrong, which can create stress in your mind. Time management. When you manage time very wisely, you feel greater control of your time. This can make you calmer and less stressed. Overall result is that you stay stress free. Therefore, stress and time management go hand in hand. Until and unless, you should not wait for the last minute work to be done. Many a time, many people are in habit of doing the work at the last moment, which is creating unnecessary stress in their mind and stress to other people also. Last is addiction. Stress can cause changes in the brain like those caused by the addictive drugs. So addiction of any product or person is very harmful and can cause you a great stress. So now coming on to the next slide is the consequences of stress. So before consequences, sir, may I request you to please play the video?
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you, sir.
I will do that. So which one, laughter therapy or stress first video?
No, sir. Stress one, sir.
Okay, so I'm just going for the stress video. Just a minute, it's opening. So you can understand it takes a little bit of time to run from the server initially. I'm just waiting for the video to start running anytime now. Okay, so that was the end of the video. So the main thing was all is well. Yes. So, madam, you can again
So
share your
in the
screen. You can share your screen again. Yes, fine.
so
Go
is it
ahead.
visible?
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. In the video also, we have seen that in spite of having so much stress in our life, the last slide shows all is well. So, putting forward the presentation, the consequences of stress. Yes, the stress can affect all aspects of your life, including your emotions, your behavior, your thinking ability, and your personal and physical health. No part of the body is safe, but Because people handle this stress differently, the symptoms of these stress can vary from one person to another. And it is very surprising that these symptoms can be vague, and in many cases, it is as those caused by the medical conditions. So it's very important to take care how stressful you are and what are the reasons why you are stressed. So some physical symptoms of stress include headache. When you experience a great headache, it is just because of stress at many point of time, high blood pressure, heart diseases, and low energy level, which is very much dangerous if we consider today's scenario. Coming on to the cognitive symptoms of stress, which includes constant worrying. Though we know that there for some reasons, for some of the problems, there are no solution. But then also we constantly worrying about those conditions. Racing thoughts, forgetfulness and disorganization, inability to focus, and poor judgment. Last but not least is the depression. Now, when we talk of depression, please don't consider that it is a sign of weakness. It means that you have stayed strong for a very long period of time. Next is behavioral symptoms of stress, which includes less job satisfaction, poor productivity, absenteeism, increased use of alcohol, drugs, or cigarette, exhibiting more nervous behavior such as nail biting. When we talk of this job satisfaction, increased job satisfaction can lead to reduction in job satisfaction and productivity of a person. Many researchers have revealed that there are negative relationship between role ambiguity and productiveness. That is, if you are not aware about what you are expected to do, then obviously your productivity will reduce. Coming on to a very important aspect is the absenteeism. Researchers have shown that the absenteeism, which is related with the stress, has increased abruptly in the past few years. Nearly 4 out of 10 employees remain absent during a year just due to stress. Now I would like to share a very interesting fact, which is the cost of stress. 80% of the modern diseases have their origin in stress. In UK, 40 million working days. I repeat, in UK, 40 million working days per year are lost directly from the stress-related illnesses. Cost and absenteeism to British industry is estimated at 1.5 billion pounds per year. I again repeat the figures. The cost of absenteeism to British industry is estimated at 1.5 billion pounds per year. If we talk in Indian context, WHO estimates that India will be suffering economic losses accounting to a shocking figure of $1.03 trillion from mental health condition between 2012 to 2030. So now we can see that how much we are costing to the organization and to the country as a whole. Coming on to what is stress management. Now, stress management is your ability to control the situation, to control the people, and to control events which are making excessive demand. Here we can see a quote that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So generally, when we talk with people, we come to know that the stress which they are actually taking is just the 10%, which life is giving them, but 90% is their reaction towards the stress. These are certain stress reduction techniques which we have discussed many a time, but yes, I'm going to describe some of the techniques in detail. Starting on with exercise, we all know that exercise along with meditation and yoga reduces the stress level. Again, socializing with people. Many a times we have seen that those people who are very stressful, they avoid socializing, they avoid communicating, they try to remain alone, isolated. But that is again a very wrong technique of avoiding stress. In fact, you should talk to those people, those friends who motivates you at time. We have heard saying that a person who motivates you is rather a very good friend, a person who make you realize your potential, a person who makes you realize that yes, you are able to perform the task is very important in your life. We have heard many people saying in in many of the Vedas that हनुमान जी को उनकी शक्ति याद दिलानी पड़ती है. तो इसी तरह से उन्हीं फ्रेंड से बात करिए स्ट्रेसफुल कंडीशन में who make you realize that yes, you are very good and yes, you can achieve your targets and what is expected out of you. Next point is taking a break. Taking a break from your schedule, from a hectic lifestyle can help you in reducing the stressful condition. Healthy habits, that is eating healthy, staying healthy, and thinking and staying healthy is very important. When we talk of this mental therapy is something related to our brains. Now, every time it is not necessary to rely on your memory and tell you what, when, how you are going to do things. It is always better to have a calendar, to have a journal, and note down important points, note down important meetings so that you do not miss, and as a result, you are not stressful. Next is to develop a habit of keeping important documents and important things visibly. I know many of my friends, they have kept all the documents in such a safe place that when required, they are not able to trace those documents. Say, for example, a LIC policy which has been matured, but they are not able to trace. The credential, the college documents, we are not able to trace when it is required. So yes, very important thing is to keep the documents and keep the important things at the place which are visible enough. Next is knowing your limits. In this time when we are doing almost all the work from our home, we should know what are our limits and when to stop. It should not be that you are working day and night, hampering your health, your family, and your neighbors. A balanced schedule. Again, as I have already discussed, equilibrium between the personal and professional life is very, very important. Last but not least is the laughter therapy. We all know laughing is an excellent way to reduce stress in our life and can help you in coping up with the with the survival of stressful lifestyle. Laughter provides a full scale of muscle workout. And to to tell you something very interesting is that our body cannot distinguish between the real and the fake laughter. Anything that makes you laugh will have a very positive impact on your body. You do not need to be happy and you do not need to have a very good sense of humor to benefit from the laughter. Here I request, sir, please can you shoot the poll here? And after the poll, we can continue. It is just
Okay.
related with the laughter therapy.
Okay. So yes, I have launched the poll. I would request all to quickly vote, and maybe we will wait for 1 minute. So we have reached 10%, 14% votes, 21% votes. But then again, we don't want to stop between 50 to 55% today also. But it seems like the same results. Around 30, 41%, 42% we have reached. We can wait for maybe few more seconds. It's 36 seconds now. We have reached 45% votes, 46% votes, 47% votes, and we are about to reach 1 minute. So today the vote was around 48%. So I shared the results. The result says 19% people say 1 to 2 times in a day, 33% people says 3 to 5 times in a day, 27% people says more than 10 times, and 21% people do not remember the count. I will fall in the, I could not vote being an organizer of this webinar, but I will fall in that 21%. It really depends on the day, the events of that day, the mood. So I will request madam to kindly take over with that result.
Thank you, sir. So when I was studying some of the research paper, I came across one research paper which was stating that an average adult should laugh at least 18 times a day. A healthy person, a healthy adult should laugh at least 18 times a day. So that was the ultimate motive of making us know that where we are missing. Since we are very much professional, we start our day with a meeting, we are more or less occupied in some official work which does not demand laugh. But yes, again, if we want to be stressful, then we can consider these figures. If we want to be stressed less, so we should obviously adopt this 18 times a day. Find reasons, play with kids, go outside and smile to the people who you don't even know. So that can help you out in attaining this figure. Sir, last, I would like to request all to see this video, a small video, which is based on laughter therapy and which will tell you the ways how to make yourself stressless and how to laugh at times when you don't even have any reasons. So can we have the video, please?
Yes, I have just played it, so it will start any moment now.
Laugh for health. Laugh for healing. It's about time we let go and laugh more. Now, there was a time I looked for something or someone to make me laugh. But when I depended on those external factors, I went days without laughing until I found laughter yoga. Laughter yoga gave me a safe space to connect with others and laugh. And I was so impassioned by it that I became a laughter teacher. I'm going to invite you now in this session of laughter yoga. I want you all to stand in your glory. All right, now I have to say something. When we start laughing, it always feels slightly uncomfortable. So, to help us with that, I want you to do this. What you're doing right now is shooing away all the judges that sit on your shoulders day in and day out judging you. They're gone. The next thing we're going to do, take your hands, spread them wide, and let's go with the feet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Very good. All right, let's bring it back. Are your hands tingling? We're alive. All right. Now, we have a saying in laughter yoga. Fake it till you make it. But even if you don't make it, it doesn't matter because science proves that regardless of whether the laughter is real or fake, the body makes no distinction. So when you engage in this action called laughter, the body follows suit and you start feeling the emotion connected to laughter. This is how we actually help decrease the cortisol in our body and increase endorphins. So let's do it. Now, we got to get out of our heads. So we're going to do this laughter exercise called the brainwash. So follow me. Put your hands like this, and we're going to unzip with a sound. Going to open it up. Take your brains. You see it? And now wash. Very good. Okay, let's do another one. We got to get into the nooks and cranny of the brain, so we got something called the mental floss. So you're going to take your floss and put it over your heads, and guess what? Start flossing. Very good, very good. Yay! Say with me. Very good, very good. Yay! Take a deep breath. Ooh. These I am statements are so important and so powerful. We're going to catch our breath. We're going to take a deep breath in, and we are going to say, I am strong. I am strong. Exhale. I am healthy. Inhale. I am strong. Exhale. I am healthy. And one more time. I am strong and I am healthy. Bring it together. Hands on the heart. Thank you.
Okay, so I will hand it over to you, madam. Must say that this is an old video, but then again, it has got relevance every time we watch it. So you may kindly share your screen again, yes, and start and take over.
Thank you, sir. With this, I would like to conclude by saying that stress is not necessarily something which which we all can not handle. It is something which is very much positive, and it is up to you how you take it. So with this quote, you are entering into a stress-free zone. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so there are a few questions. So would you like to take those?
Sure, sir.
Hello? Yes. So
Yes,
one
sir.
question, yes. So one question from Mr. Sahin Malik. He writes, what is the difference between stress and tension?
So for me, both are same. Like whenever you are overthinking, whenever you are having a problem and you are overthinking, you are creating a stressful condition for you. So
Okay,
for
so
me, it is one and the same thing.
one question from Dr. Subroto Chattopadhyay. Does self-actualization or moksha result out of complete freedom from stress? Okay, that is some question, I should say. Yeah, tell me. Go ahead, madam.
Yes. Yes, sir. So self-actualization will definitely help you in overcoming the stress once you know about your basic nature. Some people I know, they are so very cool and calm in dealing with all the big issues also. But even I know some people who take even the smallest of the problem as a great stress. So you need to actualize, you need to like study yourself first to overcome these stressful conditions.
Okay, so Mr. Bishwajit Das says it's a helpful topic. Thank you. Madam Gauri Mojumdar has got a very interesting comment, useful comment. She has written, to decrease our stress, we should have disciplined life, and also we should have some hobbies. Hobbies improve our quality of life. Yes, definitely it does. Any comments, madam?
Yes, I do agree, ma'am.
Okay. Madam Abhishekta Bhattacharya has written, laughing during lockdown has become a rare phenomenon. We all have become too much irritated with this imprisonment. Okay, but there is something good also in bad. We are giving a lot of time to our families. Maybe also our children are getting a lot of our time, which we actually like to give them, and we actually enjoy those time. But nowadays we are able to give that. That is a positive side of it, positive side of lockdown. We should take that, I believe. Madam, your comments, please.
Yes, I do agree. But yes, by adopting these small exercises and these small therapies, laughing yoga, we can make ourselves stressless.
Okay, Dr. Rahul Sharma says outcome of tension is stress. Okay, that is true. And Madam Abhishekta Bhattacharya says stress depends on how you perceive things in your life. Fine, there are one or two nice presentations written. So Gurudas Bardhan sir says, are there any medicine to release stress? I believe not. But yes, I faced one such problem with one of my relatives whom I had taken to a doctor, and the doctor had given some medicine to cure the mind. So yes, if you go to mind doctors, they do give medicines, but I don't think there is any medicine to release stress. Is it there, madam? Preeti madam, if you know.
I don't think so.
Okay. So
So
maybe some
there are
doctors.
medicines which can reduce your anxiety level.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. That is
Again,
what was
what
the
you say,
treatment was. Hmm. I had
yes,
to take
yes,
one
sir.
of my relatives to a doctor, and doctor to treat her mind, and they gave a medicine to release the anxiety or to lower the level of anxiety. Okay, Arun Kumar Chatterjee sir has got a nice comment. He says joke books are a good source of laughter. Yes, yes, definitely. Joke books are a good source of laughter, definitely. And there are so many jokes floating in WhatsApp nowadays. So yes, Mr. Arijit Sarkar says breathing exercises are some best medicine. Yes, breathing exercises are definitely, and we have presented a lot of breathing exercises in the last few days. You can see those in our YouTube channel also. Okay, so I don't find any more question. So thank you, madam. It was a nice presentation. I think we can close it now. If you don't have any, okay, there is one question coming out. Caliphos works sometimes help reduce stress, but should be recommended by a doctor, as written by Professor Shoikot Chakraborty. Okay, Professor Shoikot, thank you. You may present someday on this, definitely. Caliphos works. Mr. Abhijit Kaur says meditation and music video. Yes, definitely. Okay. Dr. Udit Chawla writes, stress kills, question mark. Celebrities killing themselves, it creates a negativity in the mind of others. Comment. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, madam, would you like to comment anything?
So anyone killing self, it is not only about the celebrities, but yes, whenever we listen to such news, it is so very demotivating. And out of stress, if we come to know that out of stress, that person has taken such decisions, that it is again very stressful for the person who is listening to it also. So
Okay, so I
yes,
will
it
request all
creates
of you
stress.
to enjoy your time. Like, don't think too much. Please remain a little bit away from news. Don't keep on watching news. Yes, watching news is an important part of life also, but try to balance, and maybe we should enjoy the time with our family. And yes, a balance of work life that you are doing at home and maybe enjoying time with the family would be a good thing. Okay, memes and comedy videos help to reduce stress. You are right, Professor Shauhardo. Thank you for that. Okay, so thank you. Thanks to all IEM and UEM family members. Thanks to Preeti Madam. Okay, we will meet tomorrow again.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.